Welcome to the Lone Ranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, and I am the Lone Ranger. And on this show, you know what we talk about, how to save you money when it comes to purchasing a home or refinancing a home. But you know what? Mortgages are boring. I know, I do mortgages for a living. But the fact of the matter is it's boring. But you know what's fun? You know what's energizing? You know what really is meaningful is saving money. So everybody thinks mortgages are boring, including the guy that does the most mortgages, and that's me. But you know what? You know what's fun? Talking to you guys on the phone about how I can save you money. Maybe you are considering buying your first home. You know, there's nothing more gratifying to me than helping a first-time home buyer get into a home. If you're renting right now, you need to pick up the phone and give me a call at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. Now, I just want you to think about something, because you may be listening to the show and going, well, you know what? I own a house. I own lots of houses, or whatever your case may be. However, I think that it would be great if you were to help more people accomplish what you've accomplished. You know that real estate's where the money is. I don't need to tell you that. I mean, you hear me preach that every weekend, but I don't need to tell you that. You're smart. You know that there's no such thing as a rich renter. You're never going to get ahead in life and retire with any type of substantial retirement income if you don't own a home. I don't know anybody that ever has. In my entire career, I've never met a rich renter. It doesn't happen. So I think it's my responsibility, and I am asking you to help more people. So if you are a homeowner, you are a parent with adult children, or a grandparent with adult children or grandchildren, then let's seek to help them out. They're in their own doggone way. They're renting a home right now. Now, here's the thing. People call me up and go, you know what, it's just not a good time to buy right now, Bruce. You know, houses are at an all-time high. Yes, they're at an all-time high. You're right. And they were an all-time high last year, and they were an all-time high the year before, and they were an all-time high the year before that, and the year before that, and the year before that, and the year before that. The only time they weren't in an all-time high is at 2008, 9, and 10. And 11, they started to pick back up. So, yes, they're at an all-time high, and tomorrow they'll be higher than today. So when is the right time to buy? 1954? I'm sorry, I don't have a time machine, and you can't go back. I can't go back 3 years, but if you would have bought 3 years ago, you'd have complained that houses were high then too. It's not worth complaining about. It's worth getting in the game. So here's the thing. You are either sitting on the sidelines of life watching us all get rich in real estate, or you're getting rich in real estate. Which one are you? The one on the sidelines watching everybody and complaining about what prices are and that your credit's not good enough, you don't have enough cash to close, it's too difficult to find a house? Or you're the one that went, wow, I bought a year and a half ago, I bought last month, I bought 6 months ago, I bought 10 years ago, and look how much money you made. Tons of money. And you didn't have to do anything other than live in a house and make your mortgage payment. If you're an adult with adult children, or a grandparent with adult children or grandchildren, and you want to truly help them out, then help them buy a home. Help them buy a home. You can do a gift. You can gift your family members money. Just has to be documented. I'll walk you through all the steps on that. 407-706-3313. Look, save my number. Pull out your cell phone. Stop the lawnmower. Pull over the F-150. Okay, stop tinkering in the yard for just a second and pull out your BlackBerry and type in this number, 407-706-3313. Or if you're technical, like I'm not, just write my website down, webringyouhome.com. Think about that, webringyouhome.com. Okay? And if you're an adult parent and you have adult children living in your house, then we need to do WeDon'tBringYouHome.com. No, I don't have that website. But we need to get these people out of your house and out of a rental property and into a house of their own. I mean, let these turkeys fly. We can help them. Okay, let's just go through a couple of obstacles so we can get that out of the way. I don't have any money. All right, you can give them a gift. They can use their tax refund. Put them on a savings plan. I have USDA programs for 0 money down. I have FHA programs for 3.5% down. And if you got pretty decent credit, I got conventional loans for 3% down. Okay, there's your opportunities for your down payment. Grandma, grandpa, mom, and dad can give you a gift. You can borrow from your 401k. You can withdraw from your 401k. Now, I'm not a big advocate of withdrawing from 401ks, but some of you are making no money on your investments because you don't watch or even manage where your 401k is invested. And you're like, I don't know, my employer picks that. Okay. If that's what you think happens, then you're not in control of your money. So now we're going to get in control of the money. So we're going to pull money out of there and we're going to go put it down on a house, because the house is going to make you a ton of money and you have time to rebuild your 401k if you're in your 20s and 30s. Now, if you're in your 50s, you might have missed that boat. So now it's time to pull out of the 401k and just buy that house. Now, let's say cash to close isn't your problem. What's your next problem? Well, my credit's not that good. Well, what is your credit? Whatever you pull up online is about 35 points lower on a mortgage report. Hear me out. Whatever your credit card is telling you, or your Credit Karma, or whatever those online programs are that you guys subscribe to, which I don't like. You know why I don't like it? You're all afraid of that your data is going to get sold. Like, all you guys are listening, you're like, well, I just don't like companies selling my data. But then you sign up for Credit Karma. What do you think they are? When somebody says, I'm going to give you a free credit score and I'll let you know what it is, you think something's free? That's like the guy that gives free closing costs on mortgages. You really think that's free, you guys? Give your head a shake. It's not free. So if Credit Karma is telling you that they're going to report your credit for free, what do you think they're getting their money from? Because they're spending billions, millions, if not billions, on advertisements to you for free service. So where's the money coming from? Dude, they're selling your data. That's what they're doing. They're selling your data. So stop that. Don't do that anymore. Don't do that. If it says free, go the opposite direction. Go the opposite direction. It's not free. There's no such thing. You're smarter than that. I know you are. I know if you're listening to my show, you're smarter than that. And if you get caught up in that and and there's some type of a reason, because here's the things in life. We talked about sitting on the sidelines of life if you're a renter. Here's another one of my great analogies. You can have reasons or you can have results, but you can't have both. So you can give me your reasons, but you won't get results. You want to stop and let's come up with a game plan. Then we're going to get something moving for you. Now you can have results. So you don't have good credit? Let's fix your credit. I'll show you what to do. Now, I can lead the horse to water, but I can't make you drink. So I'll tell you what to do. You do it. You fix it, then we get you into a house. Now, your credit really, let's just say that your credit is really completely in the toilet. And there's not a lot of guidance I can give you for that. Then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put you in my credit repair program. And here's another thing. Don't go choose your own credit repair program. Don't choose mine because I make money on it. I don't make 1 red cent on it. What I do is I can monitor what's going on with your credit when you go through my credit program, because the credit repair companies report back to me. First of all, I don't like most credit repair companies because I don't think they do a very good job. I think they do a horrible job, as a matter of fact. So there's only 3 companies that I typically refer my clients to. One of them's local here. I like them a lot. They're aggressive, and they keep me up to speed as to when your credit score hits a particular target. And that's something that I highly recommend. So, okay, we've gotten over the cash to close. We know how to get the money. Now we know we're going to fix our credit and how we can get it. You know that I don't even have a credit score requirement on FHA. So if your credit score is 580, I can still get you a loan as long as your credit score is not 580 and your debt ratio is 60%. Then we might have a different problem on our hands. And here's my rule. Everybody qualifies. All of you listening to me right now, you all qualify. You might not qualify today, but if you follow the loan arranger and you listen to what he says to do, he's going to get you into a house. That's my job, to help you get into a house. So we're going to fix the credit. You find a way to come up with the cash. Those are your two primary obstacles that are in your way. It's credit and cash. Income. Now, can you fix your income? Some of you can. Well, you can fix your income or your debt ratio. It's actually easy to fix debt ratio because you can't always control your income that much. Okay. Now, if you call me up and you tell me you're a minimum wage earner, you're probably going to challenge to qualify unless you can get a really good co-signer that makes a lot of money and doesn't have a lot of debt. However, if you're making a minimum wage, that's not a job career. It's just a job to get you till you find the career. So those are not career moves. Right? I made minimum wage. I made less than minimum wage many, many times, lots of times. But it wasn't something I set my heart on staying with. So once we get your debt ratio under control, now you got a little cash to close. We got your credit so it's half decent. Doesn't even have to be great. We get you into a house. So I want to tell you a quick story because I just had this conversation. So I have a client. And his name is Ricky. Okay, so Ricky was you a year and a half ago. Okay, Ricky was you a year and a half ago. So credit not that great. Okay, when I say not that great, not that great. Okay, scrape together enough money to put 3.5% down and some closing costs to buy a house. Buys a house for I think it was about $235,000. Okay, now. Complained because the interest rate was a little higher. Well, because your credit score stunk, okay? Complained because he didn't want to do an FHA loan to pay PMI. And I'm like, forget the PMI. The PMI is great. You're getting in for 3.5%. Otherwise, you're going to wait till you're 125 years old before you save 20% to put down. So I ended up convincing him to go through with the transaction. And his interest rate was a little higher. But he got into a house. Now, that was about 18 months ago. He made $65,000 in equity in the house in a year and a half. $65,000. He would have had to rent anyway. His mortgage payment wasn't that much more than he was paying for rent. $65,000. Now, he came to me. I'm like, aren't you glad you did it? You listen to me. You listen to me. I guided you in the right direction. You made $65,000. Now, you made your mortgage payments on time. Your credit score is much, much better. And I'm refinancing them into a lower payment with no PMI. But if he would have waited to put 20% down, he would have never bought, and he still wouldn't buy today. So when people call me and say, do you think PMI is good or bad? I think PMI and MIP for FHA is phenomenal. Get in the doggone game. You can't win the ball game unless you get in the ball game. Get in the ball game. I will help you do that. 407-706-3313, 406-706-3313, or WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. I'm the loan arranger. I'm here to help you. Make sure we get you into a great mortgage. Make sure we take really good care of you. And there's some pretty substantial differences that you will find with me. Just call me at 407-706-3313. One of the major differences are, and I hear this almost every week, Bruce, are you the guy on the radio? Yes, I'm the guy on the radio. You mean you actually called me back? Yes, I actually called you back. Isn't that what I promised I would do? I'm going to get you into house. We're going to close on a transaction and we're going to save you money. But you got to call me right now.